Sometimes this life can be full of surprises. Sometimes this life can be so unpredictable, my gorgeous Sagittarini. And when it comes to the beginning of this week, trust me, you will know exactly what I was talking about and what I was referring to. The moment in time you finally have this opportunity you have been waiting for a very long time. This opportunity, it's gonna mean to you so much. This opportunity, you know, is going to literally turn your life around immediately. And I mean that. Which means that, like, straight away, you will know what has come to an end. Straight away, there is something that you're going to need to walk away from. There is something you're going to need to finish, okay? And you will also know that, you know, this in itself is about to change the whole structure when it comes to your life, because the priorities are about to change, like literally immediately. And you know what? You're gonna find all this so rewarding. This is going to be and feel so refreshing. And I think that only now you're gonna realize how certain aspects of your life have become stagnant, you know, and this in itself, it's going to open your eyes and it's going to kind of make you feel even more confident and more excited about this amazing opportunity. Do you know that you need to really follow your heart when it comes to this opportunity you're going to have? Because as I say, this is going to require from you to make certain changes. But then again, at the same time, I do see somebody who is just going to be around you and somebody who is going to be kind of worrying about it. You know, this particular person is going to think that this may be a little bit silly, that this may be a little bit crazy. But I think that you should just ignore this person as much as you possibly can. You really need, you know, this is to do with you, this is to do with your life, this is to do with your journey. And in like about 1 month's time already, that particular person will know that you made the right choice by, you know, taking this opportunity on. Do you know what I mean? And also, you need to follow your heart when it comes to this opportunity, my gorgeous Sagittarini, because it is going to bring, you're making a major choice in life, there is no doubt about it, because it's going to bring such a quick progress. You know, you are going to have an instant progress, to be quite honest with you. Within the next 8 days already, there is a really positive news you are going to have. And when it comes to this positive news, you're going to realize that there are so many other things that are actually going to come out of this opportunity. Okay, there is much more to this opportunity than what you are seeing right now, than what you know right now. So, my God, literally one thing is going to lead into another. So, in as little as 8 days already, you are gonna become aware of other bright prospects which are coming with this opportunity. And they are gonna be brilliant. And you are gonna have that moment in time where everything, I mean everything in your life, it's about to start making sense. You know, everything you have been through, bad or good, everything was preparing you, my gorgeous Sagittarini, for this moment in time. If you didn't go through what you went through over the last couple of years, and I know that certain things have been rather difficult, you went through some kind of stagnation stage, which is absolutely fine. Everybody's going through this, but all this was ever so important for you to kind of, you know, see this opportunity from the right angle, if you know what I mean. Absolutely brilliant. And also, my gorgeous Sagittarini, by the time you get to the mid part of this week, this person, this man, is really going to pleasantly surprise you. It is not like you're not going to be talking to this man, you're not going to be talking to this person, but you're going to be looking at this person and you're going to be listening to this person, this wonderful man, somebody who's really spiritual. And through this man, you are going to realize, you're going to have such a brilliant idea how to deal with this problem. You know, how to deal with some kind of a burden, something really personal and something that you do not like talking about whatsoever, you know, and you need to understand that by you listening to this brilliant man, this man is really not only going to inspire you, but through this man, because of this man, because what you're going to be listening to, you know, because what you're going to be focusing on, you know, you will have this idea and you will know exactly what to do with this burden, with this personal problem. And it's going to give you courage, you know, courage to actually commit yourself to some kind of a plan that, you know, in order to resolve this problem, in order to resolve this issue, you know, and this in itself means that there are two major things which are going to come out of it. Number one, you're not going to need to worry about this problem, because this problem is going to come to an end, you know, with this idea. You're finally going to resolve this problem. You're finally going to resolve this issue. And number two, there is some kind of a compromise you are going to need to make when it comes to this resolving this problem. But I do not even see this as a compromise, okay? Because at the end of the day, at the end of all this, I can see you having a big party. I can see you like kind of celebrating. I can see you having some kind of a gathering. You will feel like you want to celebrate how happy you are going to be, my gorgeous Sagittarini. And this particular problem, you know, my God, you have been worrying about this for the last, I would say, 9 weeks, like quite intensely. So, you know, this idea that you're gonna have to resolve this problem, to resolve this issue, should be a clear sign and a clear indication that this problem, whatever this is, something really personal, that it's actually going to come to an end. Okay, and also, my gorgeous Sagittarini, by the time you get to the last part of this week, you know, oh my God, it's like you really are gonna have this moment. You're gonna have this moment. You're gonna be on your own. You're gonna be by yourself. You're gonna be thinking about all sorts of things, and there is some kind of nature going to be around you. Or maybe you're going to be looking at nature, maybe you're going to be within nature. You know, I know nature, it's going to be somewhere around, okay? Because of nature, certain things, you know, are going to be triggered within you on a spiritual level, which is going to allow you to transcend, my gorgeous Sagittarini. And once you transcend, you're going to find yourself within this particular state of your mind where you're going to tap into your subconscious, oh my God, subconsciousness. And when that happens, we just cannot go wrong. We cannot go wrong with, you know, what comes to us when it comes to things that we realize, you know, and there is some kind of insight you are going to have. There is some kind of realization you are going to have. This in itself, it's going to be on a spiritual level. And you're going to realize how passionate you really are when it comes to your spirituality. But please listen to me very carefully. You're going to be focusing on something really specific. You're going to be focusing on something really specific, but it's to do with your spirituality. And you're going to realize that this is who you are. You're not going to be able to live your life and feel complete unless you take this on the next level, unless you kind of bring this into your life even further. There are all sorts of things that are going to be on your mind, like in terms of exploration. You will want to explore. You will want to take things on the next level. But this is to do with your spirituality and something really specific you're going to be focusing on. And it's just to do with something that you haven't done in a while. okay, you haven't done in a while. So not only you're gonna be reminded of this aspect of yourself, it's imminent, it is ever so important when it comes to your life, but you will also know what exactly you want to do in order to take things on the next level. And this can come in all sorts of like kind of ways, in all sorts of like in all sorts of like kind of in all sorts of ways. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe you are gonna be thinking about doing a certain course, or maybe you're just gonna be thinking about something that you used to do in terms of your own spirituality, but now you're gonna feel this on a completely different level, and you are gonna blame yourself perhaps a little bit because you never continued, with this with this path, for example. But it doesn't matter, because right now you're going to open your mind, okay, and you're going to broaden your horizons when it comes to this aspect of your life, and you will realize exactly which direction do you need to take, which direction do you need to follow when it comes to your spirituality. And this, my gorgeous Sagittarini, it's going to be your own awakening. You need to follow this, you need to do this, okay, because there are other things that are actually going to come out of it. All you need to do is just follow your spirit, okay, follow your own soul, and you are most certainly not going to be led astray. There is something really specific you will want to do, okay, and that in itself means that you will be taking this on the next level. It is the beginning of a really beautiful journey, and it is the beginning of a whole new phase in your life when it comes to your spirituality, okay. And we are all so similar, but on another hand we are all so different. So it really depends. Do you know what I mean? It really depends what exactly you're gonna feel drawn to do, drawn to follow, my gorgeous Sagittarini. As I said, the whole new phase of your life is about to begin, and this is gonna be more important than you can possibly imagine. It is going to start this sacred journey which is going to change your entire life, and over the next 2 or 3 months things are gonna become so interesting when it comes to your life. You're gonna be talking to certain people that are gonna bring the best out in you. You're gonna realize exactly what you want more of, what you need more of. You're gonna realize what are you missing out in your life, but you're also going to realize how good you're gonna feel. And you're gonna understand clearly, like how important our spirituality is. And this is why I'm saying that this is gonna be your awakening. And after that moment in time, you will be able to see your life from a completely different perspective. Okay, it's just so difficult to explain this, but you are gonna feel so much wiser. And over the next couple of 2 or 3 months, oh my God, things are gonna be brilliant, because as I mentioned earlier, it's just like there are some really interesting people who are about to enter your life, and you're gonna learn so much through these people. But these people are gonna learn so much from you. You really are going to come home to yourself, and this is beautiful. This is gonna lead towards your own personal victory, my gorgeous Sagittarini, where you're gonna reconnect with yourself, but you're going to reconnect with yourself so beautifully. And also at the same time, by you reconnecting with yourself when it comes to this level, oh my God, you really are not only going to reconnect with yourself, but you're going to reconnect with people around you. Suddenly you are going to start feeling guilty about certain people not suddenly you're going to start feeling a little bit guilty because you didn't spend enough time with certain people in your life. But it's never too late. It's never too late. This is really going to, I know it just sounds like the beginning of like this spiritual journey, but this is going to affect affect you emotionally and spiritually and even physically, my gorgeous Sagittarini, in the best possible way. So this is why I think that this is going to be extremely, extremely important. So now, my gorgeous Sagittarini, I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards and I'm going to see what's going to be a tarot card of the week. Let's just see what's going to be a tarotina cardina of the weekina. Let's just see what's going to be a tarot card of the week, my gorgeous Sagittarini. Let's just see what's going to be a tarot card of the week. You see, I'm seeing this again. I just had this intuitive message. You really need to pay attention to your diet, my gorgeous Sagittarini. I think that you're being really sensitive at the moment when it comes to your diet and when it comes to things that you put into your body, okay? And there was, I know I had this before and I'm having this again, that, you know, maybe subconsciously you are just like a little bit fighting with yourself when it comes to certain food or when it comes to certain things that you are doing but you shouldn't be doing, and you had an insight about this like ever so often, especially lately. Maybe something that you're eating, and every time when you eat this you enjoy this, for example, but you know it's not good for you, you know what I mean, or you're maybe taking something that you shouldn't be taking and you know it's not good for you. But the point here is your own awareness. You're already aware of it, my gorgeous Sagittarini. So you just need to be really honest with yourself, because once again there is going to be this immaculate connection in between your mind, body and spirit, and your body is like gonna be really trying to let you know that there is something that you really need to avoid. You need to avoid this. And this in itself, it's actually a rather sacred moment, because it is going to heal you as soon as you pay attention to what your body is trying to make you aware of that you shouldn't be doing, and it's going to come to you as a realization. Suddenly you're going to feel guilty about doing this or eating this or whatever this is. But this guilt that you're going to feel, you honestly are going to feel on a completely different level. You know, and I think that now it's time to take this seriously, because whatever this is, it also has been affecting your energy levels, and it has been clouding your mind. Even sugar, even just a sugar, can be like way more dangerous than people can possibly imagine. So you really need to do this, my gorgeous Sagittarini. It is gonna make your whole quality of life so much better, okay? And you're gonna end up having, not only doing the right thing, but you're gonna end up having so much more energy, you know? So now let's just finally see what the tarot card is going to be. The tarot card of the week. Let's just see what the tarot card of the week is going to be. Well, there you go. You see this? So now you are at the beginning of a really beautiful journey. There is something you are gonna need to learn, okay? Don't avoid this. Don't rush, okay? There is something you're gonna need to learn. Okay, this is the part of the preparation when it comes to this week and when it comes to this amazing opportunity. As I said, this is going to be brilliant. This opportunity you're going to have at the beginning of this week, it's going to be absolutely life-changing. But there is something you're going to need to learn. There is something you're going to need to learn. Okay, this is very important. There is something you're going to need to prepare for, and I know you're going to be excited about this opportunity and things like that, but the bottom line here is that there is something you're going to need to prepare yourself, and in order to prepare yourself for this, you're going to need to learn something, or you're going to need to remind yourself something. Do you know what I mean? And also, on another hand, this is rather important message, my gorgeous Sagittarini, also, that if you feel throughout this week like really interested in something, learning something, like a certain subject or something like that, even if it doesn't have absolutely anything to do with this particular opportunity I have been talking about, even if it seems like, oh, this subject hasn't got anything to do with this, trust me, it does. Trust me, it will. Whatever you feel drawn to, whatever you feel drawn towards, like something so random to learn, it is going to contain this aspect of something that you will learn but it's going to open your mind, and it's going to be so beneficial for this opportunity, because this opportunity that you're going to have, there are going to be a few surprises you are going to have over the next 2 or 3 months. And trust me, you are going to be glad that you did kind of explore what you felt drawn to learn in the first place. And then you're going to realize that there is a really powerful connection, but only in a couple of months' time. Right now, you just need to follow your intuition, and you are going to be absolutely fine, because all this, baby, is happening for a reason. Hello my gorgeous people, I've just launched my new t-shirt collection called As Above, So Within. This collection is all about connection with our signs, our inner truth, and the wisdom we already carry inside. Each t-shirt represents one of the 12 zodiac signs, with beautifully illustrated designs on the front that capture the essence of your sign, and on the back the message that ties it all together. As above, so within. Because we don't have to look outside ourselves for answers. Everything we need is already within us. The stars simply remind us of what our spirit already knows. Each shirt is, of course, made from 100% quality cotton, soft and comfortable, perfect for your readings, meditation, or just everyday wear. They are designed with love, intention and attention to detail, so they feel as good as they look. I created this collection for all of you, my gorgeous people, who tune in each week, who listen to your intuition, and who walk this journey of growth and self-awareness. If you would like to support my channel and wear something that truly reflects your energy, you can find the link below. My gorgeous people, thank you so much for being here, for sharing your light, and for always trusting the wisdom within. As above, so within. Hello my gorgeous people, just to let you know, I've just started monthly subscriptions, monthly paid subscriptions, and the more people subscribe to this channel, you know, through monthly paid subscriptions, more content I'm going to be able to make. And this is why this is going to be so important. If you would like to subscribe to this channel through this monthly paid subscription in order to help me to keep this channel going, you will see the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you so much, because I will be ever so grateful.